guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Fayy Lenee back with another video. And for today's video, I have a foundation review for you guys. I'm very excited about today's review because it is a highly anticipated, very excitable product that I'm going to be talking about. Today's review is going to be on the new ColourPop foundation stick. Most of you guys know that ColourPop did recently launch a liquid foundation a couple weeks back, and I did post a review on that foundation. It was bomb. I was blown away. I was like, girl, I was not ready. It just snatched. So when they came out with the foundation stick, I was like, all right, I see you, ColourPop, trying to dabble in the complexion products. So I went ahead and picked it up, and I also picked up their setting spray and primer. These were some other products that they came out with as well. So in today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys my first impression on the foundation stick and the primer and the setting mist. I'm going to be giving you guys a demo of the products, showing you guys how they apply, letting you guys know my first initial thoughts, and then of course finishing up my makeup and then letting you guys know my final thoughts at the end of the video. Now you want to make sure that you stay tuned until the end because this one it's an interesting review. So you'll kind of see my emotions change throughout the video as far as my thoughts and how I feel about the foundation. So definitely let me know if you guys have tried it out, what you think about it down below in the comments. If you enjoy reviews, or especially foundation reviews on oily skin, be sure to give this video a thumbs up so that I will know and can continue to do videos like this for you guys in the future. And if you are new, my name is Fayy Lenee. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video and hanging out with me for today's review. I really hope that you enjoy it. If you do, like I said, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And be sure to turn on your notifications so that you don't miss out on any of my future videos, and subscribe to my channel to join the fam. And if you are not new to my channel, then you already know what it is. You already know what it is. So thank you so much for coming back for another video. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the review. Alright guys, so the day has finally come. I ordered these on the day that they launched, and they've literally been sitting in the box on the floor since they got delivered. So I finally said, girl, you need to sit down and film this video. It's time. So we're going to get into it. I have two shades here. I have the shade Medium Dark 145W and the shade Dark 161 Neutral. Now, I also picked up these primers from ColourPop also. So I'm going to just use those primers, which I typically have my primers that I prefer, but I'm going to try these out today. I did go ahead and put a little bit of the Fenty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer on because I can't live without this. This is everything. So I went ahead and put a little bit of that on my face. And I'm just going to go ahead and jump into these. So I have the All Star Matte and Blur Face Setting Spray and the All Star Matte and Blur Primer. So I think I'm going to go in with the primer. And this is a teeny tiny little primer. I don't remember how much I paid for these. I think I actually got them as a set, both of them for $18, I believe. But I'm not mad at the packaging. And normally, primers do tend to last, like these kinds of primers, unless you're just like using a lot of them. They tend to last a little bit because, as you can see, I didn't really put that much on my face. So, oh, it smells really good. It's like a light kind of smell. And it feels kind of lotiony. Almost kind of like a moisturizer. But it does look like it's blurring my pores a little bit. I do have pretty large pores, so, you know, it's not doing... Oh no, it looks good. It looks good. I was about to say it's not doing as good as some of my other primers, but if you really press it into the skin, it looks good. Okay, so that's all I'm going to do to my face. I normally layer on the primers, but like I said, I'm just going to use that one. And I am going to go in with my Cover FX Matte Setting Powder. If you follow me, you guys already know. This is my routine. I like to go in and set my primers with a little bit of matte setting powder, and I'm not going to go too ham because I don't know how this foundation is going to react to the powder. So I'm just going to lightly set the areas that, you know, I tend to get the most oily. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. So I'm going to be using my e.l.f. Foundation brush. Don't mind, it's a little bit dirty, but it's all good. And I'm going to actually mix both of these shades, I think. In the liquid foundation, I'm the shade Dark 155, but they didn't have any shades in the 150 range. I'm not really sure why they just completely skipped over the 150 range. Maybe that wasn't a shade that was one of their higher sellers. I'm not really sure. So I got 145 and 161, which was 145 was the shade right under the 150s, and then 161 was obviously the shade right above. And I have one of them in warm and one of them in neutral, which is kind of the combination that I have in my undertones. So hopefully this will work. This is what they look like. This is what the packaging looks like. Super cute. Typical stick foundation packaging. And okay, decent amount of product. It looks like you actually get 0.34 ounces in here. I'm not sure what the typical stick foundation like amount of product is, but that's how much you get in these. And yeah, okay, enough of my babbling. Let's go ahead and get into it. So this one is shade 161. It's a little bit, it's looking a little bit like it's not my shade. So I'm gonna do 145, which that one is just a little bit too light. So we're just gonna kind of, I'll do one more stripe of this one, not quite as much. And we're just gonna see what happens here. I'm a little bit nervous, I'm not gonna lie. When I opened these up and I looked at the shades, I was like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so I'm not sure about the brush situation. So I'm gonna try out my beauty blender a little bit and see if that blends it a little bit better. Okay, so the color is decent. I guess it's decent. I feel like it might be a little bit ghostly looking. But after I apply like my concealer and everything, I mean, I guess it doesn't look bad. I don't know. What do you guys think in the camera? Now the coverage though, I can still very much see my dark spots on my skin peeking through this foundation like very clearly. And part of that may be because this foundation is not my exact match. So it's almost kind of emphasizing the dark spots on my face. Now I will say that my pores look pretty smooth. Not amazingly smooth, but decently smooth. So I'm just going to continue applying this to my face, and then I will be back to show you guys once I have the foundation all over and blended out. Okay guys, so this is what we're looking like on the skin so far. I think that the two shades mixed together ended up coming out pretty good. As far as a color match, it looks decent. The only thing that I'm noticing, and you guys can probably see on camera also, is that it doesn't look like it's a full coverage foundation, because like in this area of my face, like right here, right here, right here, like you can still, at least to me, very clearly still see my dark spots like peeking through on this foundation. And the more of it that I applied, the more cakey I feel like it looks. I don't know if you guys can tell on camera, but it just very much looks like I have foundation on my face. So I don't know. I'm a little skeptical right now. So I'm going to go ahead and just finish up the rest of my makeup, and I will be back to show you guys how everything looks finished. And hopefully once I like set everything and all of that, it will come together and look a little bit better. But right now, I don't know, you guys. I don't know. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the rest of my face, and then I'll be back to give you guys my final thoughts. All right, you guys, so this is the finished face. This is what we're looking like. I just wanted to jump on here real quick and show you guys up close and personal before I, you know, take my little wrap down and all of that and give you guys my final thoughts. So yes, this is what we're looking like. Face completely done, and I'll be right back. All right guys, so let's go ahead and get into my final thoughts about this foundation. As you guys saw in the demo, I was having mixed emotions about the foundation stick. So now that I have it on my face with the rest of my makeup set and all of that, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys my final thoughts. Now before I get into that, I just want to, as usual, give you guys a couple of main points or key points about the foundation. It does come in 30 different shades, and they do have warm, neutral, and cool options. It does retail for $10, and on the website it does say that it's supposed to conceal, correct, and perfect for a flawless complexion in seconds. It's a medium to buildable coverage that instantly blurs pores, covers blemishes, and blends effortlessly. It's supposed to give a natural skin-like finish, never cakey or drying, and it's supposed to glide on easy for easy application. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get into my thoughts. Now I will go ahead and say, now that I have all of the other products on my face, like, you know, my powders and everything, I will say that my face does look flawless. My skin looks flawless. Everything looks smooth and nicely blended and all of that. So I will give the foundation props for that. It definitely looks smooth and flawless on the skin as far as it being blended and all of that. As you guys saw in the demo, I was a little bit concerned about it starting to look cakey as I was attempting to build it up. I think they say medium to buildable. Buildable, I think, may be subjective. It depends on what it is on your skin you're trying to cover up. For me, having dark spots on my skin, I would not consider this buildable enough for me. I think I would have liked this foundation a little bit more had I gone in and done a little bit of color correcting first, or even done a little bit of concealing on certain areas first. I probably would have liked this a little bit better, because looking at my skin, although it looks smooth and flawless, I can still see, like right here, just certain areas down here along my jaw where I can still see dark spots on my face. And for those of you guys that have been following my channel for a while, you guys already know I am a full coverage girl. So if I'm going to have makeup on my face, I want it to be full coverage. I want it to cover. I want it to look flawless. And although this foundation is smooth and it does look beautiful on the skin, it's definitely a skin-like foundation, and it's not going to give you that super full coverage look if that is your preference. Now, I will say I won't judge it as harshly because it is an affordable product. So for what you're getting for $10. I think it is worth $10, and it doesn't claim to be a full coverage foundation stick, so I can't necessarily hold that against them, but full coverage is my personal preference. Now, the only other thing that concerns me is it did look a little bit dewy on the skin before I set it. And I have not worn this. This is my first time trying it out. I wanted to do a raw first impression with you guys on camera. So I have not worn this foundation out and about in the elements, an 8-hour workday or anything like that. So I am going to have to try that out, and I'll leave you guys a comment down below and let you guys know how it wore on the skin. That makes me a little bit nervous because, like I said, it did look a little bit cakey when I was applying it, and it was a little bit dewy before I set it. But I will try it out for you guys, and if I don't do it before this video goes live, I will definitely update you guys on my Instagram stories, which I have been using more. So if you are not following me on Instagram, follow me, girl. I have been using my Instagram stories and trying to connect with you guys a little bit more on that platform, so I will update you guys there if I don't get around to testing it before I post this video. But yes, overall I would give this foundation probably like an 8 out of 10. It wasn't terrible. As you guys can see, my skin does look good. It does look smooth. It does look flawless. I just think that I need to play around with the foundation a little bit more. So that's just my first impression. I would give it like an 8, leaning maybe 7.5 out of 10. But again, like I said, I think if I did a little bit of color correcting, I think if I try it out with a couple of different primers, because I did also try it out with this matte and blur primer, which is not my normal primer that I would typically use. So I kind of was trying some different things on top of trying a new foundation. So some of that may have had a little bit of an effect on it. I do like this primer. I just don't know that it's best to use with this foundation stick. So I'll continue trying out the primer and we'll keep you guys posted on that as well. And then I do like the setting spray, because when I had all of the products applied, I think the setting spray really helped to melt everything together and just really just give it a nice smooth look to it. It doesn't look cakey anymore. I know I mentioned in the demo that I felt like it was a little bit cakey. My skin does not look cakey at all after I set it with the setting spray, and everything just looks smooth and put together. It's a little bit sticky in my chin area. That may just be because I didn't set that area well. But like up in this area where I baked, it literally just feels like my skin. It doesn't feel like I have anything on my skin, and my skin does not feel heavy. It feels like I don't have anything on. So yes, those are my thoughts about the foundation. I feel like I'm a little bit on the fence about it at this point, but I am going to keep on trying it out. I definitely don't hate it. I think I just need to figure out the way that I like to wear it. So I'm definitely going to keep on trying it out, and I will keep you guys updated on my thoughts about the foundation. If you have been on the fence about trying it out, I say pick it up and give it a try. There have been lots of other reviews out there of people that absolutely love it, and if you don't have super oily skin or super large pores or texture on your skin, you may not have the same issues that I had with the foundation. And it's only $10, so it's very affordable. You're not really losing much if you pick it up and don't love it. So yeah, I would say if you are on the fence about trying it out and you're looking for a new affordable foundation, or if you are a huge fan of foundation sticks, you will probably really love this product, and I would say definitely pick it up and try it out. Alright guys, so that is going to bring us to the end of this foundation review. I'm sorry that it was a little bit late, but hopefully it was still helpful for you guys. If you enjoyed it, or if you enjoy reviews in general, be sure to give this one a thumbs up down below. And if you have not already, be sure to subscribe to my channel as well and turn on your notifications so that you don't miss out on any of my future videos. And that is all that I have for you guys for today's review. So thank you guys so much again for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you very soon in my next one.